So we used to be called Idaho Bird Observatory, but the old president thought that sounded like University of Idaho or something. So he made us change our name. And so our acronym was always IBO. So we thought about changing the name to, 10 or 12 different things. But we came up with this Intermountain Bird Observatory, so it would stay IBO, So now we've expanded, and it actually helped us when we changed our name from Idaho to Intermountain. We instantly expanded our work into 5 different states outside of Idaho. So it really helped us grow. My name is Greg Kaltenecker. I'm the director of the IBO, which stands for the Intermountain Bird Observatory. And I actually started the Bird Observatory over 30 years ago. We just celebrated our 30th anniversary last year. The Intermountain Bird Observatory is an academic research and community outreach unit of Boise State University. We're housed in the Department of Biological Sciences. We're part of the College of Arts and Sciences. And our mission is to combine research and education to further the conservation of birds. We mostly work with migratory bird species, and we monitor their populations. We do research, and then at every opportunity that we have, we engage the public. Really, the environmental goal of the IBO is to further the conservation of birds, and we do that in many ways. So we measure through research, through that long-term monitoring. Those are a couple of ways that we measure our success. But really, I think our success, can kind of best be measured by how many of the public we engage during our annual events. I think it has a great impact on the local community. We do a ton of work with the local community of all ages. We call it K through Gray. But we reach out into the community, we do education, we involve them in events, we involve them in our scientific monitoring projects, and we try and interpret complex scientific concepts and scientific information so it's understandable. This time of year, it's spring, we're coinciding, our spring plantings with all this rain, and the winter's over and plants are starting to grow, and so we buy and we also raise native plants, and we're putting those native plants in the ground to try and restore and improve habitat at the Diane Moore Nature Center for native species of birds and other wildlife. And so that's one of the types of hands-on activities that we've gotten the community engaged in. And so we're expecting, half a dozen to 24 community members to show up, along with students in our VIP program and other interested students to help us plant plants. We've planted 6,000 or 7,000 native plants out at that nature center. And so one of our major focus now of the Bird Observatory is to develop a nature center on the Boise River. And it's been made possible by the generosity of community donors and relationships with local businesses like Micron and other partners in the community. And that nature center is kind of an experiment to see if we can create a place that's close to town, that's accessible year-round, that has very good habitat that supports native wildlife species, but also provides sort of limited or concentrated human access to the Boise River and to that habitat. So currently we have a couple of different VIP, so what they call vertically integrated projects at Boise State that allow students, no matter what year they're in, to link in with our work and gain hands-on experience working out in the field. The one that seems to be most popular is the one at the Diane Moore Nature Center, where students go out and they work on habitat restoration, doing things like planting native plants, watering, maintaining native plantings. We have re-watered a historic side channel to create habitat for fish. And so we're constantly trying to restore the native plants along that side channel and put in habitat projects that benefit fish. Also access projects that benefit humans too, and students get to work on all those different projects in the field.